the areas that have already been studied that have been continuing to show promise, end of life anxiety, cancer related anxiety for psilocybin. My colleagues and my mentor Bill Richards, that was his work, and so that's why I was really drawn to him too, because that's deeply existential, right? Confronting in a very acute way our mortality, or the possibility of mortality. So that I think will continue to be a really important possible indicator. There's this idea that I think is also one that shows promise, but will probably not be researched in any sort of RCT systematic way, of the use of non-ordinary states of consciousness as part of an initiation ritual, initiation from adolescence to adulthood or different stages of life. And I think that has a lot of weight behind it from a mythic historical lens too, that I think shows potential promise. I don't know if we'll ever get anything like that besides like people's use of this kind of anecdotally or based on, selection bias of people who are doing this type of work anyway.
And maybe just to jump in there, death is it's an ending, right? Existentially, we're talking about endings and temporality. And when we talk about transitions, there's an ending and a new beginning, a significant shift. So in coaching, I see that all the time, a significant ending. It might not be death and bereavement as more traditionally placed in therapy, but like something has stopped. And now I have to make sense of who I am now and how I'm moving forward with this. How am I navigating that transition? Tons of coaches work with that every single day. It's just, as you say, acuity is a lot lower, because people are generally quite able to function. They just would benefit immensely from talking to a coach. And it doesn't have to involve psychedelics. It's just more and more people choose to mark this kind of occasion as a rite of passage, with something that where they can really make sense of this and open their mind in a different way. And I see more and more people choosing to do that. But, that's not therapy because, they don't necessarily have a problem, and unfortunately, most people still seek therapy because they feel they have a problem that they can't cope with, instead of just a deep exploration of self and navigating something that is deeply meaningful to them.
Yeah, in our system in the States, I'm sure that it's similar in Europe, is based on sickness, disease, then treatment, not prevention. So, working with people as they're starting to experience the stress of these major transitions in life is probably helpful in the long run too, in prevention of something really getting out of whack in terms of their system, their relationships. This stuff happens over time, the problems, and they can amplify.